we have a start there in the Wyfold, Kingston Rowing Club against Newark Rowing Club. Newark in the buck station.
Just had a bit of a steering wobble there. As we were saying earlier, it's quite tough, particularly in these coxless boats, to stay straight, particularly when you're dealing with that amount of torque and wattage off the start, where particularly when you've got a tandem, as you can see on the crew on the near side, that being the Kingston, the Newark Rowing Club, really tough to keep the boat straight. They've just about managed to do it, but it looks as though it's cost them. They're really struggling to stay on their lane and stay out of the dirty water following the Kingston Rowing Club boat in the red and white. You can see at the top of the picture there. So it's a bit of a tough start for Newark. That's not to say that they can't get back into it yet. They were only a couple of hundred metres in.
Yeah, what a fantastic start there from Kingston in the red boat in the bark station. They're pushing for clear water now over the crew from Newark.
Both these two crews still striking 38, so they haven't really strode down quite as far as you'd expect. Usually you'd see these guys tippling between 35 and 36 strokes a minute, but clearly Kingston Rowing Club eager to get themselves out in front, stay in front and really build a margin, whereas Newark's strategy here, it can only be that of lots and lots of burns, desperately trying to get yourself back into contention. But just looking at this Kingston Rowing Club boat here, they actually outweigh the Newark Rowing Club boat by about 1.5 stones a man, so slightly bigger men in that coxless four, and that weight and power is really paying dividends into this headwind.
And in the Kingston Rowing Club crew, up in the bow seat, we have Leon Taylor. In 2-seat, John Ciccarelli. Hal Bedford-Payne in the 3-seat and James Marsden in the 4-seat. But they're looking pretty confident now, aren't they, Peter? They're really doing it quite easily, I think, looking longer and just a little bit more patient with what they're doing.
Well, that bowman there in the Kingston Rowing Club boat won the Britannia Challenge Cup back in 2012 when he was racing with Star Club. So this is a really well-established crew here. They know exactly what they're doing. They know how to make sure that they stay out in front and could well be contenders for later stages of the Wyfold Challenge Cup. I mean, you can see they've dropped the rating here. They're not really feeling the pressure. They've really relaxed into this race, and they've dropped the rating down there to 25 strokes a minute. Newark still up there. They're still striking 34, so they've dropped it ever so slightly, clearly going for a bit of length as they come up past the enclosures, but that's a margin that I don't think any crew can make up with perhaps 200 metres to go.
And we can see the red and white stripes there of Kingston Rowing Club in the bark station. Newark are really going for it. It's difficult in this match racing. You have no other feedback. If you can't see the crew that you're racing and it's just a two-horse race, it makes it really tough to know what you have to do. But at this point, they have nothing to lose, so they're going for it. They're not going to die wondering.
And what would be going through your mind here, Sarah, if you were a couple of lengths down in the closing stages? Would you still be trying to give it your all and lifting up for a bit of a finishing burn, or would you be accepting of what's happened?
Henley is an incredibly special regatta. It's an incredibly special experience. I mean, you want to leave everything out there on the race course. If they're not going through to tomorrow, or there is a chance they could still go through tomorrow, you never know what could happen. A crew could catch a crab, they could hit a boom. You just never know. That's what makes this racing so exciting. So I think you put it all out on the line. But Kingston come across now to take the wind very comfortably over Newark, who have taken it all the way down to the line. And their legs there, disappointed, no doubt, to have not progressed through to the next day. But a win in the Wyfold there to Kingston Rowing Club over Newark.